Testing sound, testing sound. 1, 2, 3. That was a test to your test. Good? Everyone's good? This is a test. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. Giving mic check sound. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good to go.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brian Fisher, and I'm the manager of the Media Relations Division for the Prince George's County Police Department. April is Autism Awareness Month, and today I'd like to share a remarkable story of teamwork and this police department's commitment to the residents of Prince George's County. Earlier this month, at approximately 11 o'clock p.m., with the temperature out dipping below 40 degrees, Prince George's County Police Department patrol officers received a call for service from our 911 dispatch center that reminds us of the profound responsibility we carry as first responders. On this late night, a 911 call was made reporting a young child on the autism spectrum was missing, and knowing time was of the essence, Corporal Mason and Corporal Carter immediately responded and began searching the area around the missing child's home. As minutes passed and the officers' efforts returned negative results, they quickly requested the assistance of the department's Guardian helicopter to expand the search. Pilot Corser and Tactical Flight Officer Corporal Elrod responded and immediately began an aerial search using forward-looking infrared or FLIR thermal imaging technology. Within moments, the flight crew spotted a figure on the banks of a large lake with legs submerged in the water, now making this incident even more critical and becoming urgent. With Tactical Flight Officer Elrod's guidance from the air, Corporals Mason and Carter were directed through darkness to the waterline, where they found and rescued the child from the frigid water. The child was cold and shivering and wet, but thankfully and otherwise okay and in the safe hands of the Prince George's County Police Department. At this time, I would like to have Prince George's County Police Chief Malik Aziz come up along with the officers and deliver remarks.
Good afternoon. It is with immense pride that I stand before you today to publicly recognize the remarkable police work of our aviation section, referred to as Guardian, and recognized as one of the best in the country, and our outstanding K-9 officers, and an incident that has touched us all. Information was relayed to PGPD that a nonverbal autistic child was missing. The weather was cold, and this child could not ask for help. When a child is missing, all possible resources join to locate and reunite the child with their family. Together, aviation and K-9 exemplified the best of our police department, the best of our profession. As we recognize their outstanding efforts, let this serve as a reminder of the impact that we can have on our community. Each day we're called upon to serve, and each day we can make an earnest and honest effort to make a difference. Thank you for your exemplary service in embodying the values that this department stands for and honoring the mission of delivering a professional police service. In closing, April is Autism Awareness Month. It is the time to shine the light of awareness. It is the time for understanding, acceptance, and action. Let's celebrate the unique strengths and abilities of individuals with autism, meeting and overcoming the challenges autistic children may face in their daily lives. Together, we can create a world where everyone is valued for who they are and where every voice is heard. Again, PGPD, Aviation Section, and K-9 Unit, great police work. Thank you for always being the first to serve.
Thank you, Chief. I would now like to direct your attention to the video that you're going to see behind us on these screens. We are also going to make the video available to you and the media so that you can edit it around the way you would like to do your story. This is going to be a 90-second abbreviated version, and the link I'm going to send you will be a 4-minute full video of this amazing rescue by the Prince George's County Police Department.
They have an individual sitting on the edge of the lake.
Is that canine that's on Beach Street? The officer coming down the pathway to the left. Take the path to your left. At the fourth, make a right. Go towards the water. All right, start veering to your right, go down to the edge of the water. A little bit more to your left.
Hey, we got the child.
The officers involved in this rescue will now be made available to you for questions, and they will introduce themselves as you ask a question and what their role was in this amazing rescue. Afterwards, we're going to make Ms. Zine and Nadim, who was the child rescued, available to you for one-on-one interviews.
Are there any questions? You guys can step up here with me. That's fine. Yeah.
Kind of have one. Maybe you could talk a little bit about, of course, when any child goes missing, like that's always a concern. But given that the child is autistic, can you maybe talk about some of the particular dangers that water presents to kids that are on the spectrum?
Well, what I'm going to do is ask my team to step up here. I think they are the heroes in this who go out each and every day and make these things, these challenges that we face in some of the most, dangerous and horrific conditions to see that in this particular case, we reunite children with their family, which is important for us. Out of, 1,200, people get reported missing, every year, and we investigate each and every one of those. But when a child is missing, everything is escalated. It ramps up because what we have are young people who may not be able to actually navigate themselves out of a condition that they have found themselves in. So, but I'd like these men to step up here, our Prince George's County Police Department's finest, and they can answer those questions just as well as I can or better. You guys step on up.
So guys, from the air,
Step
you
on
got
up.
a dispatch like
Come
this.
on up here.
Were you already up and flying? Did you get going when you got the dispatch? Just talk about what y'all were thinking as you started this one.
No, we were actually at the hangar when we received the call, and anytime they say it's a child, and they told us it was a 9-year-old autistic child, and we know from our training experience, one of the characteristics is they're drawn to water, so we know that there's definite urgency. So we rushed out. We got airborne as quickly as we could and started our search. And we started at the house, just worked our way out. I checked all the bodies of water that I could, and then when I expanded my search to the lake, that's when I found them sitting in the water along the edge.
Yeah, I mean, how hard is that? I mean, we can see the video. I know when you zoom in, it's powerful. So we'll talk about that later.
When I zoomed in, you could see in the thermal the heat is only in his shoulders and his head. So I knew at some point he was submerged deeper in the water and his body temperature was dropping. So my heart kind of sank. I was like, we need to get officers to him immediately. And thankfully, Corporal Mason, he ran and he got to that child quickly and got him out of the water.
So you're up in the parking lot there?
Yes,
There's some steps down, we just walked in a little while.
absolutely.
So what were you thinking when you got the call from the air?
Actually, we were actually clearing another call in a different sector. And I looked at the calls that were on the board, and I seen them missing. Clicked on it, saw that it was an 8-year-old autistic kid, and first thing I did was tell my partner, like, hey, we need to head to this area because they're going to need us. You first pull in the neighborhood, you're familiar with the neighborhood, and the first thing I said was, this neighborhood has a lot of water. So we had a larger duration of time where this kid was missing, so I just figured that the aviation section would be pretty vital in this call to help us expedite finding him, and they did a great job.
What were you feeling? You came down from the clubhouse there?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we used to train there. So when he keyed up and said where the kid actually was, I was actually familiar with those steps too. And as you can see, I was trying not to fall. It was pretty dark back there. I actually got to him by the direction of Guardian, and without them being on scene, I don't know how long it would have took us to find them. So
What were you feeling when you were able to reach out?
when I saw him, and I actually, I was using my flashlight, and he actually turned around, was kind of relieved, but he kind of looked away a little bit. So I just wanted to reach out and put my hand on him and to know if he was going to go back in the water or not. So yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
What did you do immediately after once you were able to get him out of the water?
We actually pulled him up from the hill. Guardian observed his temperature and asked for the fire department to be en route as we walked back to the clubhouse. So just wanted to get him checked out by EMS.
Did he seem nervous around y'all or seem pretty calm?
No, he was pretty calm. He reached out immediately and was communicating. So
How deep was the water?
I'm not sure, but when I found him, he was wet from his shoulders on down. So who knows how far he went into the water. So at least 6 to 8 feet at minimum, if you go all the way out, I'm sure.
How long have you all been searching before you ultimately were able to collaborate and find him?
From the moment we got on scene, probably about 20 minutes. It might be shorter than that. I mean, in the midst of the moments, you're just frantic, especially when they pick him up on FLIR. So just trying to get to him as quick as possible.
Can you describe the nature of how that technology works in honing in on something or someone and then being able to relay that to officers quickly?
Yeah, so the camera, what it does is it detects heat, and then it assigns the different temperatures a specific color, and that's how it generates the image that you saw on the television. And we were able to determine his body temperature was lower on the lower half, and that's how we knew, we needed to get him medical attention. We need to get him out of the water and get him a medical attention as quickly as possible.
Have you all been involved in a circumstance like this previously, helping from the air in that way? And if
Yes,
so, how often does that happen?
Almost every day we get a call for missing persons. We have multiple missing person searches every week. But we know with the autistic children, especially being drawn to water, those are the most important. Like we'll fly, all night long if we have to try and find that child, get him back to his parents.
Can you talk a little bit about what the technology is and how often you all practice with it?
Well, the technology started in the 1960s is when I believe the first thermal imaging camera was developed. But we've been using thermal imaging cameras since the unit started in 2000, and we use it every day, daytime, nighttime. It's a very powerful and important tool that we have.
At the end of your shift, what's your personal thought after you went through all of it on the way home?
I was so thankful. Actually, and when you see in the video, when Corporal Mason sticks his hand out and he grabs the child's hand, I was just like a sense of relief just fell over me. It was just, being a parent and a grandparent, actually, I know how that must feel to be reunited with your child. So I was happy that we could do that for this family.
How difficult or easy is it to be able to direct the officer on the ground? I mean, it's pitch black out there, he's only got a flashlight, you're like a little left, a little right. I mean,
Well, as they say, we are the eyes in the sky, especially at night. We can see the pathways and a safe way for the officer to travel where I'm sure Corporal Mason on the ground, it was pitch black. Even with a flashlight, it would be hard for him to see, but that technology is amazing. So.
So do you have any advice for any other parents out there that might also have children with autism? What are some things they should probably be aware of when they go out?
The one thing I would suggest to any parent is probably swim lessons. Anybody? Yeah, since they're naturally attracted to water, I would definitely get your child some swim lessons just in case, the inevitable happens and they find themselves in a body of water. But
Thank you all very much. Thank you. I'd like to introduce, this is Corporal Elrod, and this is the pilot, Bo Corser, and then we have Officer Carter and Officer Mason, who made the rescue right here. These are terrific and wonderful people that put on this uniform and do this every day, whether it's a missing child with autism, an adult with dementia. These people are every day in the air assisting our ground officers and making tremendous rescues that we don't usually put out, but like Officer Elrod said, they're in the air just about every day on missing persons. So these are the wonderful people of the Prince George's County Police Department. I thank you all for